The goal of socialism is communism.
Hello, everyone. Many of you are probably thinking that history is a boring subject that tells about past events. How I tell it will convince you otherwise. What I will be talking about is the Russian Revolution. It all begins with a man named Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, also known as Lenin. This man was born in a poor but loving family on April 22nd, 1870. He was extremely close to his sister Olga, who described him as jolly. Lenin was a mischievous child. He would play pranks on other children. He was also a good sportsman. He spent much of his childhood outside or playing chess against his father. Lenin's brother's death may have been responsible for radicalizing Lenin. His brother grew to despise the rule of Alexander III, the Tsar of Russia, so he and some of his comrades tried to assassinate him. The assassination failed, and most of them, including Lenin's brother, were hanged on May 8th, 1887. Entering Kazan University, Lenin joined a university society, later staging demonstrations against government restrictions. After the police arrested him, he was expelled, then exiled to his family's Kokushkino estate. During his exile, at the age of 19, Lenin declared himself a Marxist after reading a book called Capital, written by Karl Marx. Lenin was exiled again for distributing illegal revolutionary literature to striking workers. He thus settled in Western Europe, where he began raising funds for an anti-monarchy newspaper called Iskra. Iskra was smuggled into Russia, where it became the country's best underground publication. In February 1917, industrial workers went on strike because conditions in factories worsened and supplies were reduced. Afraid that he would be violently overthrown, the new Tsar, Nicholas II, abdicated the throne. In April, Lenin, assisted by the Germans, returned to Russia after a decade of exile and became first head of the Soviet state. Even though a new government had been established, the Red Army, loyal to Lenin, were in conflict with the White Army, who were loyal to Nicholas II. Lenin made a decision to stop this conflict by executing Nicholas II and his family. Lenin may have been ruthless, but he also dealt with things in a sensible and realistic way. He introduced the new economic policy. This was a measure of private enterprise. Communism lasted in Russia for a long time, until 1991, when it was voted out.
Thank you for watching.